Welcome to our video series on building a minimum viable product using the power of user story mapping. Our product, Partly, is a mobile application that is designed to help users easily and quickly pay for street parking without the hassle of touching any dirty coins or kiosks. Our challenge is to build the essential core of this application that immediately delivers value for our users. Before we're going to do that, first let's understand what exactly is a minimum viable product.
In simple terms, an MVP is the version of a new product which allows the team to collect the maximum amount of validated learning about the customers with the least effort. It should be minimum, it contains only the features absolutely necessary to solve the user's core problem. It should be viable, it must be functional enough for early customers to use and find value in it. And it should be a completed, shippable end-to-end experience that you can deliver. So why use user story mapping for an MVP? It's because a traditional product backlog is just a list of features, but the user story map visualizes the entire user journey. This visualization is critical for an MVP because it forces the team to align, therefore everybody agrees on the user's journey from start to finish. User story mapping helps with prioritization as well. It clearly shows which steps are essential and which are merely nice to haves. It also defines the slice much easier on a visual user story map. It allows us to draw a literal line, the MVP slice, that separates the absolutely necessary from the nice to haves, giving us the confidence to launch faster a better solution with more value for our users. Let's build the Partly app. We are going to use StoriesOnBoard, a dedicated user story mapping platform. Let's get started. We are going to build our visual product backlog. Our goal isn't just to build an application, but to build the right application starting with a focused minimum viable product. The user story map that we are going to create is going to be our secret weapon, providing the visual clarity to align our team and stakeholders right from the beginning. The most important thing is to align our stakeholders. We need to include all the details about our solution, what we are doing and why. We are building Partly, a mobile application that helps users to find easily their parking slot and pay online. Therefore, the key features are reflecting to our solution. We also identify target users and any additional details that helps to our stakeholders. First, let's think about our user persona. When we are building a new solution, the user always should be in the front and center. I incorporated our findings about our user, Sarah. Sarah is a commuter. She is always stressed, running late, and just needs to pay for parking quickly without a fuss. By defining Sarah, we anchor every future decision to her needs. To build up the backbone of our product backlog, we must think about Sarah's perspective. What are Sarah's core activities? In order. It has to be sequential. Focusing on Sarah's high-level goals, the first thing that she would do is registering on the application. After registration, she signs into the application. Then she would find the parking zone and she would start a parking session, focusing on the parking session and end the session after she finishing. And finally, complete payment. These high-level user goals that I added to the horizontal line in a chronological order is going to be the foundation of our solution. It tells the user's journey from start to end, from Sarah's perspective. Let's support our stakeholders and make sure that anybody joining this project at any point will understand that these high-level user goals are from Sarah's perspective. To visualize the user journey, we can break these high-level user goals into actionable user journey steps. StoriesOnBoard AI Assistant can also help us. Looking into the registration part, in order to register, we need to download the application first, create our account, and verify the email address. Once we completed this part of our user journey, we can focus on the sign-in piece. In order to sign in into the application, Sarah first needs to enter her email address and password, potentially set up a biometric authentication, and if necessary, reset the forgotten password. The AI assistant can help us save time to immediately detail these high-level journeys. Finding the parking zone, we can also utilize the assistant, use GPS to locate the zone, view nearby parking options, or even select the preferred parking zone. We can add all these details into the user journey. We can anytime ask the AI assistant to offer more availabilities in the journey and extend it. For example, viewing the parking zone details. This is your product backbone. This is going to be your shared language with the team. It's what you point to when an engineer asks what we are building next, or a stakeholder asks, where does this feature fit? It ensures that everyone sees the product through Sarah's eyes, reducing any miscommunication before we even write a single user story. We have just established the why and the what in broad terms. Next, we will dive deep into each user journey steps that we created to extract the detailed user stories. This is where we capture the different ways Sarah could achieve her goal, and it will be the source of our entire product backlog.